Okay, we are back for another mukbang and I'm very excited. We have Japanese today.
Yay!
And this is the first time we've done sushi, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We also have drinks.
Oh, yeah.
These are like bubble teas. You have what? Passion fruit?
Yeah, passion fruit, I think. Yeah.
I have strawberry, and we've got the ones with the jelly in the bottom too. Mine looks a little bit weird. Like,
yeah.
I mean, delicious. Greatly delicious, but looks weird. And here we have cucumber, as always.
Yeah.
I have two types of gyoza, so I've got fried and pot stickers. Why not? One of them is pork. I got there. The other one is something.
You don't remember?
No. Surprise! Yay! This is a special
Seafood.
sushi.
It's got seafood in it, basically.
It's called London London.
It's called London London.
Oh. I mean, what does that mean?
It was prawn tempura, some crab, cucumber, and a special creamy
and
sauce.
avocado, I think.
Chuck that in.
Yum, yum, yum.
Two vegan ones. This is like avocado, salad leaves, and cucumber or something.
Refreshing.
And this is a spicy shiitake mushroom one. And then obs, edamame. Everybody loves that.
Love a good
and then
edamame.
you've got a vinegary, spicy type dip that came with some of their stuff. Yep. Ginger, and then we've actually poured out.
We have a trough.
Some soy sauce. And then for pudding, they do vegan mochi, and they've got chocolate. So we've got one each of those. So I want to leave them on the side for a minute because I'm not eating those yet.
Celebration.
Number one thing not to do: don't tap your sticks together in Japan. It's rude because when you
Is it
like
really?
people do this in England. What they do is they do that and then they roll them
To get rid of
and
the
gets rid of the splinters. If you do that in Japan, it's really rude because you're saying that their chopsticks are cheap. So if you're ever in Japan, don't ever
What
roll
is this?
your
I don't want to do it
chopsticks.
again because it's offensive. What
Oh, I
does it
don't know
mean?
if that means anything.
I was like clapping, but with my
Oh,
chopsticks.
okay, I think that's alright.
It's
But don't
excitement
roll
for
them
food.
together because it's rude. Also, you can't pass things between chopsticks.
I had that too.
It sounds really weird. I don't know what it's like for, if it's traditional or I don't even know if they still do it now, or if it's like a thing they used to do in the olden times, but they pass bones of like cremated people between chopsticks in like some kind of like ceremony. So don't do that if you're in Japan either.
Well, who knew?
You know, I know.
We're all learning today, people.
Yeah. Anyways,
The learning train is in.
eat. And what are you gonna talk about?
I'm so excited. I need to just find out what this creamy, delicious sauce is first, though. That's just a delight.
Probably some mayonnaise and something. Oh no.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh,
It's good.
Is it? Oh, okay, that's good. I want to taste this shiitake mushroom one because I'm scared.
Can we say shiitake instead of swearing from now on? Oh, shiitake! I forgot my car keys.
Yeah, that's a good. It works. Oh, edamame.
Oh, it's just right there under the chopsticks.
Anyone?
I love that we are brushing past that moment and pretending it never happened. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Does anyone eat edamame with chopsticks?
We do now.
I
I
don't.
haven't had it in my ages. I'm going to take a bite of these crispy bad boys. And then I'm going to tell you my story.
Oh yeah.
I'm way too excited. Like, I've been looking up this case for like 3 days now, and
Okay.
I'm way too excited. I dropped my food.
Should I try this without soy sauce first?
It's up to
See
you,
how
friend.
spicy it is. I'm scared.
Go for it.
What if I don't like it? I'm gonna have to put it all in one.
Take a bite at the same time. One.
Oh god. It's huge.
Wait. It's the kimchi. Or is it pork? It's good. Good? Is
I don't
it
know
the
what the
texture?
sauce is.
Spicy? No, not really. Can I try it? The sauce.
Thought it was gonna be sriracha, and I love sriracha, but it tastes barbecuey. Like, that tastes nice. I don't know what that sauce is.
Oh, it's not spicy. It's
but
just like
I like it.
zingy.
But
That is good. It's like something
That's
blended,
really
like red
nice.
pepper or something. Maybe.
That's really good. I like that. Tastes very nice.
Use my chopsticks for everything.
These are massive. Can't eat it all in one though.
Don't lie.
Oh my god, that's giant. I can't. That's huge.
And we're gonna go for this.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, see, look.
Oh, what's that on top?
Crab stick.
Can you see this?
I don't think you can see it.
Just looks like something. That's battered.
Prawn. Tempura prawn.
Something delicious. I mean,
If it's got batter on it, then it's good.
oh, it is prawn, you're right. This isn't like talking food, is it?
No, it's not. You got to concentrate.
Oh my god, that looks amazing. I squished it, but I'm going to dip it into this one instead.
Okay.
I can't wait to tell you my story.
Mm.
Holy.
I'm gonna put it out there.
shiitake. one.
Yeah, you know, let's just share.
Thank you.
Hogging the beans.
That chubby one's calling my name.
Just
He
a lot
said.
of popping them out. Yep.
Okay. Are you ready to have your mind blown?
I am ready.
Uh-oh.
This. Oh, did you pop one out?
It's gone, mate.
Oh, it's literally gone. Oh, she's lost it.
No!
Oh my god, it literally is gone.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's there! All the way over on the floor over there. Oh no!
Second rule.
Don't do that. Oh.
That makes me feel like you didn't clean your flat recently.
Shut up, I hoovered.
Okay, this is a story. It was like a mystery. So good. It was a mystery. But then, they sort of solved it. A lot of people still don't believe the theory which they have said could be the main reason as to what's happened. Because,
Hold on, you said that it'd been solved.
I personally think it's solved because there's so much evidence towards this. The reasoning is that the family said what they decided was the cause wasn't the cause, so they couldn't say it was the cause.
Okay.
Madness.
Right.
Oh my god! Okay.
She thinks that I've never heard about this story. So
I really hope you know.
obviously, if I have heard about it, I will tell you. But apparently, you haven't seen anyone talk about it, have you?
No, I've never seen a video on this topic before, and I don't know why, because it's amazing.
Because it's really cool. We watch, between us, we watch quite a lot of people that talk about either conspiracy theories or like murder or true crime.
Oh, there's a baby one. There's one edamame in it. It looks like an avocado.
So yeah, between us, we watch quite a lot of like true crime type stuff. Is what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's go.
I know this is really like not a subject,
God, here we go.
but I can see a picture of a squirrel on my chopsticks. See a squirrel with his tail?
Not a squirrel. Oh my god, you're not even going to be able to see that on
There's
there.
like a dot on it. That
It
looks
doesn't look
squirrel.
like a squirrel, it just looks like a mark. What are you doing?
It was edible.
Oh,
I don't know what it was. Something delicious.
okay, hold on, no, let's just evaluate what you just said. It's edible, I don't know what it was. So it wasn't actually edible,
It tasted.
you just licked it.
It tasted like it should have been edible. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
taking you back to 1994, the 19th of February,
Crikey,
when
right,
a
be
lady
precise.
called Gloria Ramirez was taken to A&E. She was taken to hospital by the paramedics because she said she was having trouble breathing. She felt that her heart rate was going very, very fast, so she called an ambulance crew.
Right.
Cash, you know,
Okay,
this happens
cool.
a lot. Shortness
Yep.
of breath, something could be wrong.
What, do you know what country this happened in?
America. I think
Okay,
it was
cool.
California.
Okay, cool.
She's 31 years old. The poor lady had been diagnosed with cervical cancer about 6 weeks beforehand.
Okay.
And they told her it was already a bit too late. Poor love, she was very, very sick. So she already knew this, and when they took her into hospital, they said it was sort of expected because the cancer was so far gone that unfortunately
wow.
she was a very ill woman. So when they called the ambulance, it was nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh, so they were like, okay, she's got cancer, she's not doing too good, this could be linked.
Exactly. So they brought her in, they saw her file and thought, okay, fair enough. She comes into the hospital, I think it's around 8 o'clock in the night. And she's put into the emergency, like, A&E section because she starts having tachycardia, which is when your heart rate is very irregular, very raised, high blood pressure. She couldn't breathe properly and she wasn't making sense. So she was saying things and she was very confused about where she
Nonsense.
was, what was going on. Yeah.
Question.
Go on.
Did she have a husband or a boyfriend or anything, or was she on her own?
There was no one mentioned, but they might. I hope
Okay.
someone was with her because that's scary for her. Poor
Yeah.
love. And she was 31. She was a really pretty woman as well. She had like really nice, pretty brown curly hair, and she looked like really happy and vivacious and stuff. So it was a really sad story. They saw all the problems and they decided to take her in to try and make sure she was okay and pump her full of a bit of oxygen. You know, see what you could do.
Yeah.
They took her in and realised it was very, very serious. And they put on oxygen. They gave her oxygen for her to breathe to help her sort of ease the symptoms because usually oxygen does that.
Yeah.
And it didn't help.
Okay.
So they decided to sedate her with some drugs. They gave her diazepam, lorazepam, that sounds wrong.
Okay.
I think I'm saying it wrong. And an oxygen mask, completely normal again, because she was struggling. She didn't respond again. They decided they needed to use defibrillators when they like restart the heart because her body started to shut down. By this point, there were a lot of doctors and nurses around her. They took off her clothes to put on the little pads for your defib. You put little pads on yourself, that's where you sort of shock people. And they all noticed that she had like an oily sheen over her body. And they were like, all of them thought it was weird and noted down...
Aliens! No, sorry.
They noted down on these, like on the big pad, they said she had like an oily sheen on her and it was like a weird substance. They didn't know what it was. They said it
so it
smelled
wasn't
weird.
just shiny, she actually had a viscous...
It was on her.
Oh,
And then they realised that from her mouth it smelled like a garlicky, fruity smell. Just from her mouth, and they could smell this odour. And everyone was like, what's that smell? And they were like leaning into her to see what was going on. They said it was coming from her mouth. So they were like,
What's going on?
weird, right?
Right.
I didn't think the story was true when I first heard it. But
Oh, really?
There's so much news,
On it.
clips,
Oh, wow.
everything. Like people were
God.
interviewed from it.
Oh,
the
wow,
whole
okay.
shebang. A nurse comes in.
Yeah.
I think her name was Susan, if I remember. Susan Kent. I don't know why I remember that.
Yeah.
Her name was Susan. She was the head nurse.
Right.
Lots of nurses and doctors there, like I said, but she was drawing blood from her to take a test, to quickly see her levels of everything, to see if there was another reason why she was crashing.
Yep.
She takes the blood out, she looks at it, and there were crystals inside the blood sample. And she looks at it, and she gives it to a doctor. Because you're meant to verify with doctors, and if you see something strange, you talk about it, like the oily coating.
Am I
on
going
your skin.
crazy?
Exactly, so she showed the doctor, and the doctor 100% saw the crystals as well. So it wasn't one person, at least 2 people saw this. They'd never seen it before. They were highly trained.
Her blood. She was a unicorn.
Oh my god, she's magic! Let's do this, and they're like, something's wrong here. So they take it straight to the lab. Obviously, you don't get results straight away. Then, the woman who had taken the blood sample felt woozy. And she fainted. In the room, when everything's happening, she went woozy, she fell on the floor. So, they were like, that's fine, maybe she's overworked, you know, something. They took her out of the room, put her in a bed and just said, like, you do you, but this woman obviously is in a critical condition. Go on.
Is obviously some form of poisoning. So far, I think it's some form of poisoning. A bit like what's the one that they like used to send in the flipping mail in the 70s and 80s? Anthrax, something like that.
No, it's not.
Like
no.
some kind of poisoning. No. Okay, right. I think it's some kind of poisoning. She's got it in her blood, and if you come into contact with it, then you're kind of screwed as well. Like, you know.
It's so much deeper than that.
Oh my god. Okay, go on.
Good. Oh, this is the
Forget eating. Tell me the story.
It's good, right? Look at this porky deliciousness.
Oh my god. No, I want you to keep talking.
Just 1 minute.
This is no longer a mukbang. This is just a story time. Forget the food.
For Megan.
I want to know what's happening. Can I have a cucumber stick? Thank you. Wow. Okay. So head nurse who saw the crystal blood, she down.
Then they smelt the vial of blood and said it smelt like ammonia. And they were like, what? Again, they'd never had a sample of blood that had a smell like that. And blood has a distinctive smell.
Yeah.
It's quite subtle. When it's inside the capsule, you don't really smell it.
No. But they
It's
could
a
smell
very
it.
strong smell of ammonia, along with the garlicky, fruity smell from her mouth, which I'm really curious about. Fruity garlic. What do you think that smells like?
I don't know. Disgusting by the sounds of it. She washed her teeth for ages.
Poor Gloria, dying. She's a sick woman.
Well, to be fair, she's dying. Like, when I was in hospital having a time, I thought, oh, that was disgusting. That's the point. I didn't brush my teeth for like 24 hours.
You should have told me, mate. I would have brushed them for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
God forbid there's a next time you do that for me.
Oh, okay.
That was horrible. Worst thing about being in hospital, not brushing your teeth.
That was the
Well,
worst.
and trying to die, but you know.
A second doctor who had not handled the blood
Right.
says,
Ooh, I feel a bit nauseous.
and everyone's like,
You gotta be kidding me.
because they thought the first person, that's not a problem. If someone's ill,
Yeah.
or there's a certain smell in the room, some people get funny turns. The second doctor said they felt nauseous and lightheaded. He went down like a sack of too. Poor, again, taken out of the room, made sure they were okay and stable. Someone went to check on the doctors. They passed out as well on the way. They were in the room.
Oh my god, what is this woman doing? She's a witch.
This is the worst one. The third person who collapsed was then temporarily paralysed and couldn't move their
Oh
arms
my
or legs.
God.
Yeah. I saw the interview with her in the hospital bed from 94. They like literally still had this on YouTube. You can go find it. And they were talking to her about how it felt, what happened.
I collapsed. I don't remember anything. I woke up. I couldn't move my arms and legs.
She was in hospital for 2 weeks in intensive care
Oh my god.
with horrendous breathing problems. And in the interview, she's straining to speak.
Oh.
And she says, like, it made her so sick. In the end, that woman accidentally contracted hepatitis, the poor woman.
Oh.
And they don't know how, but it was linked to this, whatever this
Episode.
was. Yeah, this was linked together, the poor woman. I really feel sorry for her. After that, as soon as the third person passed out, they stated it as a state of emergency.
Put her in quarantine or whatever.
No, even worse. They wanted to clear the hospital's ER of everyone else. So instead of taking her out They took all the patients
Oh
in
my
emergency
God.
A&E.
Where did they
out
put them?
To the car park.
Oh, shut up.
I didn't understand that, because wouldn't you take out the one person rather than everybody else?
No, but if you take her out, you're then in the open air with all the well people, and then you make more well people sick because she's just taken them down like.
I don't know about that. I feel
Yeah.
like... And why did
What
they
you do
put
is
her
leave
in
her where she is,
quarantine?
quarantine her, so close the door, literally take that off. You have to go in a hazmat suit.
They
Type,
did
did they?
hazmat.
Oh my God!
I'll get to
Literally
that.
go in a hazmat suit, but you'd have to take everyone out of the area because you don't know what it is. Is it an airborne disease? Is it a waterborne disease? Is it like something you touch her and it passes on? Is it the smell? You don't know what it is, so you would have to clear the area.
That they did. In the end,
Not even just 2 rooms either side, like the whole of A&E.
guess how many people were affected by this one woman?
Go on.
23 were taken down by her.
Oh,
So,
I know. Was she reincarnated like spirit from someone from like in the Victorian times who was an absolute and then she'd come back reincarnated with this like strange disease just to take down people she didn't like. Oh, whoops.
Megan's ended the mukbang 'cause she guessed it. Bye, guys! Joking. No, that's not what happened,
Oh my
unfortunately.
God.
Okay.
Does this have, I feel like this has kind of like some weird, like, not maybe alien, but some like weird ending. It's to do with aliens. It's to do with aliens. Did the Men in Black come? The Men in Black. Yeah, I love the stories about the Men in Black.
No. I'm not telling you.
Is there a talking dog?
Hi there. I'm thinking about up now. Anyway, okay, so all the people went into the car park. 23 staff members were floored by this.
It's aliens.
It's aliens. And
Yeah.
5 of them were hospitalised long term. Bad. And that was mainly the people who came into direct contact with her.
Okay, yeah.
The closer to her,
Yep.
the worse the conditions. Basically, they had to leave what they call a skeleton crew, which is if there is a big epidemic, there has to be a crew.
They're like,
Jack called in sick last Saturday. He's got to be on this.
or whatever.
Get him in! No, they have to have like a crew of people who are happy to stay in a really bad situation to try and save the person's life.
I don't think anybody's
No
like,
one's gonna want to be
I'll
like that.
volunteer.
You'll be like,
Oh, I think my nan's coming over that day.
yeah.
yeah, so unfortunately there was a very small team who had to work on
Oh.
her because she was still in a critical condition. She was
Oh.
fighting a battle.
They're like, we just
and
leave
everyone
that
was
biz.
dropping down. Yeah, everyone was dropping down around her. Like 23 bodies just strewn across, and this Gloria is just like lying there unconscious,
no.
poor love. Yeah, it's just not the best day for her, if I'm honest. She's not having a good day.
No.
So, I really want to say Gloria Estefan, but I don't know who that is. That's not her name, it's Ramirez. Who is that?
Oh no.
Gloria Estefan.
Here is what I found.
Oh, she's a Cuban singer. Well, we've learnt something today. So, back to the story. So then, the crew stayed behind to try and save her life. They were doing CPR and trying to use the defibrillators.
Oh wow, she was really
her.
on the edge.
Literally, like, really, really bad. They did CPR and used the defibrillators for 45 minutes trying to save her life, and she unfortunately passed away.
Oh.
It was mainly to do with liver failure and also
Oh my
cardiac
God,
arrest.
I had that.
She did. She really did. So many
similarities.
I feel sick when I was around you too.
I was throwing up everywhere, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, it was delicious. I held the bowl. Anyway, so yeah, so unfortunately Gloria passed away about sort of 45 minutes to 50 minutes after she got into the hospital. But like I said, she was a very ill woman and they tried their best, and because all the staff members dropped around her,
Yeah,
it was even less
yeah.
likely that she would have been saved. So it's a heartbreaking
Oh, dear.
situation really, in it. And imagine like being told that, like,
She passed away and also she's hospitalised 23 people.
it's not the best day for
Yeah.
a family either. They then thought, wait a minute, she's passed away, but in a weird way that means they can focus on what happened more, make sure the other 23 people are okay. So they had the blood sample in the lab.
Yep.
They tested it. Nothing dodgy with it. Completely.
It's full of crystals or glitter or whatever you said. They didn't know what it was.
Nope. When they tested the blood, it was fine. We were like, eh. So they had all different things. They had the ammonia smell from the blood that they were trying to think, what was that? They had the garlicky smell coming from her mouth, the weird oily sheen all over her body, just everything. They didn't know how it linked up. It didn't make any sense to them. Even the way she passed away was still very normal when you think about all the weird symptoms she had and the way it like affected everyone else. Okay. They tested the blood of all the staff members, nothing. Everything was normal. So they didn't have anything in their body that was weird. Like, there was nothing there. They decided to give out questionnaires to the staff, and this is when they worked out.
Do you feel sick?
Literally, they worked out the people who were closer had more serious symptoms, like the woman who got paralysed temporarily was the one who touched the blood. Well, not the actual blood, but in the vial, and the one who
Took the
smelled
sample.
it. Exactly. But the ones at the back who were doing other things, not as badly affected, but still fainted, felt nauseous, had weird symptoms. Fine. They were so worried about her being contaminated or something, they had to put her in an aluminium box because they were so scared that this thing was going to get more people. So hazmat suits came out.
This poor woman.
I know.
She's dead, and that's how they.
I know, they're not
Okay,
treating them.
right.
Well, they had to for
They had
safety of
to,
others,
yeah.
I guess, like the greater good.
Yeah.
So they put her away safely because they weren't sure she was going to injure someone else. But after that, no one else was injured. So
Right.
just the 23 was just
Okay.
23 humans, you know. So then, I need one of these kimchi things. They're delicious. So what are you thinking right now about this? What do you
Well, I
think
know
happened?
it's aliens now.
What do you
Because
think?
your face.
Because
It
of
is.
my face.
Because your face is telling me it's aliens. I believe in aliens, so that's not so crazy for me to think about. Well, Patrick Moore said that he believes in aliens, and if he believes in aliens, then I do. Yeah.
What is it?
He was an absolute genius. So
What, so you think an alien was inside her, or
no, maybe she got a visit from one, and it like
got
did
a
something.
visit from one? It's not grandma.
Infected her
Jeez.
or something. I don't know. I don't know. You need to keep talking. I know. Well, you said the Men in Black don't come. No, they just
didn't
haven't
say
come
that.
yet. Oh, keep going.
I
Then.
say no, I'm not telling you. Did 3 autopsies on her
Oh wow.
because they were so adamant to try and like pin this down,
Find
like
something.
what's going on.
Yeah.
In the end, she was buried and put to rest,
Okay.
and her family were all there to say bye bye. And
Okay.
it's a sad case, but
Mm.
it's very interesting.
The autopsy.
Autopsy.
I'm like, and this sauce is very nice.
Is
I
that?
don't know what it is. It's just beautiful. Go for a hole in one with this one.
Me
again.
too. Should we do it at the same time?
Well, no, because then there'll be nobody we're talking, and they'll just be watching us eat. Actually, that's what a mukbang is, isn't it? It's an eating show. Yeah.
It's so good.
I know, it is. I really like this shiitake mushroom. I got it just because I wanted to see what it looked like and to see whether or not I'd like it, and it's actually really nice.
Okay, ready? After 3 autopsies,
Am I going to choke on this because it's like a crazy story?
this is stupid, this bit, it's annoyed me. The court said there was nothing wrong with Ramirez. She didn't have anything strange going on. It actually was a case of mass hysteria. So that's like one person freaking out and another person freaking out because of that. Which is very plausible, but not in a hospital environment because they're doctors and nurses. Another reason is the main woman who's badly affected, who's the one who got temporary paralysis of the arms and legs, that's the one who they interviewed. She said, how do you get hepatitis from that? It doesn't link to another disease or another problem.
Or, if we're going to play devil's advocate, the hepatitis was just a coincidence. She got it from somewhere else.
It could have been badly, yeah, like something was contaminated. Always a problem. She said, I am a doctor. I know what mass hysteria is.
Yeah.
That's not what it was. Like the way it happened was to do with the fumes of smelling something and passing out.
Yeah.
She said there's too many things that lined up. Even though mass hysteria is a thing, she said it wasn't in this situation because that was a very normal day for them all until the weird things happened, like the odour from the mouth, the ammonia smelling blood, and the crystals in the blood. She said that's not normal stuff.
Yeah.
She said you need to investigate more. So mass hysteria was actually put down as the reasoning behind it.
Oh, wow, okay.
Until new people came along.
The Men in Black.
We're gonna no.
Until the second or third autopsy.
They basically decided they wanted more DNA, they wanted more of everything to see if they could find out a real reason. Because when they spoke to the doctor, they were like, she's right, it couldn't be mass hysteria. We need to keep searching.
Was it the government that said mass hysteria?
Yes, like the state of California, I think. Wow. So what's your number one thing behind why? Because I'm about to tell you.
Aliens!
Aliens! You're going for aliens, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. Something like that.
Something like aliens or weird
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to blow your tiny mind. I don't know, I'm whispering. Boom. Okay.
Okay, right. This isn't the... Is this the official thing? Or is this someone's made this up
They
and it just
said-
sounds like a good idea?
They couldn't say official, they had to say the most likely reasoning.
Ooh. Okay. And you believe this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
100%. Everything
then.
lines up. In the US, there used to be a pain medication, which is in a cream form, that you rub on your joints when you hurt. You know, normal. And do you remember back in the day, people used to say that WD-40 did the same thing. And old granddads used to put WD-40 on their joints because they thought it would seep into the skin, the oils would help. So there's something called dimethyl sulfoxide, okay, which this is what it is. That's the product of this lubricant. So they took it off the market because they said it was dangerous.
So just to make that clear, because I can't speak like a normal human apparently, it was the DMSO cream, the gel form, which was discontinued, not the pure form of the dimethyl sulfoxide. You're welcome.
She went to the hardware store, bought some, and put it all over herself.
Why?
Because it helps with pain. It eases the pain of cancer, joint pain. So she had put this all over her body thinking it would help. And her family to this day have said she never did this. So this is just still a theory. And if we remember, there was an oily sheen on her body when she went in. So they think this might be responsible for this weird...
Why wouldn't her family believe that she'd done that? It seems like a pretty legit, like, if someone told me you'd done that, I'd be like, okay, cool. Like, that's, like, it's not like it's aliens, like I thought.
Literally. Well, no, this gets so much deeper though.
Okay.
So she, apparently they said, there is this product called this, and she had an oily sheen on her body. Also, this was in gel form, so you like wipe it. It's like a Vaseline sort of looking stuff.
Does it smell fruity and garlicky?
It smells garlicky! But they said it tastes garlicky. So they don't know if she might have ingested some. Or maybe she just put it on her chest, who knows.
Yeah.
But this product, on its own, could not kill a human. This
Even
isn't-
if you ate a whole tub of it or
If you
something.
ate, yeah, well, anything could kill you if you ate it, like, enough. If you ate a tub of Vaseline, you'd probably die. But she didn't have very high levels of this in her blood. And there's nothing saying that it would kill you like how she passed away. So there still wasn't anything there.
Maybe she only used a little bit and her body didn't like it and she had some kind of weird allergic cardiac reaction to it.
There is something else.
Oh,
You're
okay, go
nearly
on.
there. So this weird compound,
Yeah.
if you add oxygen to this,
Oh.
it creates a new substance, which is again still not a toxic product.
But then they electrocuted her.
Thank you!
Oh no! They killed her!
Wait! You're not finished yet. So when it becomes the product with the oxygen attached to it, one of its characteristics is that it crystallizes.
Oh my god, that's what they saw in her blood!
Exactly, but only at certain temperatures.
And
So
there's
her-
me like...
So, when they took the blood out, the temperature drop actually formed this crystal inside the blood. Because it somehow is in her system.
This poor woman! Okay.
And in your body, you already have a very small dosage of the first product. So that wasn't a weird thing to have that in your body. And it wasn't a high dosage, it wasn't anything strange. They just were like, what's going on here? So, then they got the defibrillators out. And unfortunately, it converted it to another substance, which is a sulfate. And sulfates are toxic. So, the highly toxic product was then passed around and sniffed, which then caused everyone voluntarily to pass out, feel nauseous, be paralysed temporarily. So it wasn't mass hysteria. Maybe. The problem is, Gloria's family said she never used this product. They don't agree
Well,
with
she
any
quite
of this.
obviously did.
And that took years of research to find this out
Oh
because
my god,
obviously
this
it's so
poor
random.
lady got killed by Dr.
Accidentally killed. The last theory, so there's mass hysteria, there's something else weird going on, aliens, Megan thinks it, Men in Black situation.
Well, you know.
You've got this chemical reaction that's happened, unfortunately, in a line to
Yeah.
literally make a toxic product, which is now in her blood, which unfortunately would lead to cardiac arrest
Yeah.
and liver failure, organ failure in general.
Yeah.
But this place has the highest level of methamphetamines being made and produced and moved around in the whole of the UK.
In the whole of the
in the
US.
whole of the US. Okay, so it's methamphetamines are drugs which are illegal. Okay, meth.
Yeah.
Like not good stuff.
Yeah,
Looks
kids.
beautiful, bad stuff. So they have the
Is
highest
that what
level.
they make on Breaking Bad?
Yeah, well done.
I never watched it.
Oh my god, you should watch it. It's so great.
Well, I didn't watch it properly.
Click like if you want Megan to watch Breaking Bad. The last reasoning is because they distributed so much meth in this town, they used to put it in IV bags to transport it in the hospital. And they found in an investigation a few years before that there was like a contaminated area of meth. So they think that they might have put an IV drip in, which actually was
Yeah,
meth.
but after they would... Yeah, but if they did a bloody autopsy, they'd find that easily.
It also smells like
Jesus.
ammonia.
What does meth?
Meth.
Oh.
So, we have a few reasons here. So we've got Men in Black, aliens. You never know.
No, I think it's the scientific reason, like, bless her, she'd been putting WD-40 or whatever it is all over her body.
It's
And
the sort of thing Dead would do, isn't it? That's our granddad.
Definitely. I definitely think she did that. If you're terminally ill and there's a way you can get around something, if I, God forbid, this ever happens, but if I was terminally ill and I was going for quality over quantity and I wanted to be able to do stuff and I wanted to, if someone said to me, yo, if you spritz a bit of WD-40 all over you, that'll
You'd
take
do
the
it.
pain away, you might die a little bit sooner, but it'll take the pain away. You can do whatever you fancy. No, even if that was the case, if it's not good for you.
There wasn't really even a link to it being highly toxic. They just thought it was a bad idea. And then people will go into a hardware store where it's 100%.
Oh, that's why it was dang
So
toxic,
that's why
probably.
Well, yeah, it's like WD-40, and
Yeah.
then like there's a bit of WD-40 that has a substance in it that might
Yeah.
help. So that's why
But
it started.
what I'm saying is, I would do that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't tell. I wouldn't ring up my mum and go,
Oh my god, guess what I'm doing?
like,
What,
you're not going to
WD-40
tell
on
your
the joint?
family that you've probably gone to a hardware store to buy some stuff to rub all over yourself. You're not going to tell them that, are you? In just passing conversation, because they're probably going to think you're a bit nuts.
Poor Gloria.
Bless her cotton socks, she was probably doing it because she felt like turd.
She was a very
and-
sick woman.
She was really sick.
Survival
Or
cats
maybe
call her.
her family didn't want to believe that she was that sick. A lot of families have like that kind of like denial thing. We're like, oh, it's okay, they're not that ill, or if it's terminal, oh yeah, you know, the doctor's like, oh, you've got a couple of months, and you're like, oh, it'll be years, don't worry about it. As a family, I would believe that. Because what's their theory? What do they think? Do you know what
Mass
they think?
hysteria.
They
Like, they don't know what happened, but they think it's definitely mass hysteria with the stuff. Maybe they're not educated and they just don't believe the person who's told them that. Because I personally have never heard of, like, them compounds and the substances they're talking
Yeah, but
about.
it took you 2 days to look it up on Wikipedia.
Or
Or the
Google
internet. Yeah, exactly, or Google it. Like, it's not difficult to Google something like that.
I could draw the element for you if you want to see
Oh, there
it.
you go then, see?
I'm going to put a picture in for you guys.
Over my face.
We're learning.
That is a weird one. I've never heard of it before. And yeah, why hasn't someone... Kendall Ray! Why haven't you done a picture
Maybe-
of this? Why haven't you done a video of this?
Maybe because it's got a proper scientific ending, whereas it's not like a mystery. It's more scientific.
Yeah, but that's a cool story though. Like, it's a bit of...
Yeah, it is!
I mean, I feel sorry that the lady died.
I feel horrendous for her. Because all she was trying to do was ease her pain. And then all
Bless
this happened.
her.
And they did follow protocol. It's not like they did something in the wrong order or anything.
Yeah, no. Wow, that's crazy. That's mad. Oh, I'm going to look up stories like that now for next time. I'm going to find like some medical weird story.
Bring it on. What are you doing? This
Showing them.
chocolate. Spongy.
Oh my god. You have the other one. Oh, it's really squishy. Look how cute they are. I love this. This is going to kill your stomach. You shouldn't eat this.
Look.
Don't drop that on my sofa.
I'm joking. Mmm. Yummy.
Oh my god.
Right, good.
One of the best things I've ever eaten.
What's happening? It's like a jellyfish had a baby, and inside the
No.
baby is chocolate mousse.
It's so fit. Oh my god. That's incredible.
That's the weirdest texture.
I am so happy.
It's like rice.
Glutinous rice cake.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
Mm. Oh, this is why I'm gonna go to Japan.
Mm.
God's sake, man. Best food ever. That was better than that whole food. Right then.
I'm having a moment. Did you like my story then?
I loved your story. That was a great story.
It's a bloody good story.
Mm.
And it's true. I had to make something that was true. Because if it's a story, I feel like I can make anything up.
It's true. I've never heard any stories like that before, like on the thing, because they're all true crimes and murders and disappearances and stuff that we watch.
Like,
I've
also-
not seen like a medical one. There's got to be someone online that does stuff like that. Leave it below. Right.
Yeah,
Right
me.
down below. If
This guy.
That was really good. Shiitake mushrooms. Win. Chocolate mochi. Win.
Win. Okay, well, I'm going to end this video. But again, right below if you have any weird cases that are similar that we can talk about.
Oh yeah.
And only one of us will research it so we can surprise the other one. We should call it Surprise Mukbangs. That sounds really crap.
Yeah.
I'll think of a new name. I promise. What'd you do if to surprise you I've got like a clown to walk in behind us?
That's not even funny.
Making
Can you
with
imagine?
pooper dooping and knickers. I would laugh so hard.
That's not funny.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it. And we will film more
Subscribe.
of these for you.
Subscribe.
Do that too.
Subscribe to this face. Look, it's great. Oh wow, maybe not. Maybe just dislike. No, don't dislike. that's still
Everything's changing.
that's still an
I really
interaction.
don't mind. What is wrong with you?
All right, don't dislike. Jesus. Don't do anything then.
Did you dislike this face?
Yup. No. Like it. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Because then you get to see me more.
Fathead party of one. Population Megan. I was going to say, yeah, bye. Thanks for watching, guys.
See ya.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.